Alright, welcome back to the garage. So today, we're going to finish up our project of this old Camaro we're working on. Basically what we're going to do, and I'm going to kind of show you what we do with it. We're going to do a ceramic coating to it. So first, what you're going to want to do, if you're going to do a ceramic coating, you want to do a good wash on the car. So that's what we did. We washed it off real good and clay bar it too, make sure all the contaminants are out of the paint. And what we did too, and is a good idea, is I actually took a buffer to it and did like a one-stage polish on the whole thing because it had it was sitting under a tree for a significant amount of time. And so it had like some like little spots and stuff from where birds had been, dropping their stuff on it and whatever. So we took a quick buff to it and just really brought the paint back to life. Always a good idea. Now we're gonna get to that ceramic coating. So what you're gonna need to do it is, first, we're gonna start with like a prep spray. You can find them different places. This is from a local store right here to us, but Chemical Guys makes one. There's all kinds of them. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna do a quick wipe down of the car is what we're gonna do first. All right, now we went around the whole car. We did the prep spray, basically kind of like as if I was like just doing like a spray wax on the car, just kind of wiping the whole thing down. Now we're all prepped, we're ready to go. So what we have here, we have the C-Quartz kit from CarPro for the ceramic coating, which comes with, what I got came with this reload spray, which you put on after the ceramic coat. We'll get to that later. This is the actual little thing of the ceramic coating here. It comes with an applicator, little sponge thing. And it came with some applicator like suede cloths and stuff. I use these up because I've used this kit before already. And it says to throw those away because basically the product just hardens up and so it'll scratch and stuff if you try to use them again. So what I got is these actual suede applicators from that local detail shop. Same place I got the spray. And so you can see they're actually the suede wrapped around its own applicator. So these are actually just like applicators. So kind of cool. I'll get to use this time. And you're also going to want to make sure you have several microfiber cloths because you want to make sure when you wipe this down, you want to get all of it because from what I hear, if you leave like a smear or like a spot of it, it'll actually turn hard because basically what happens with this stuff is we're smearing it all over the car, but it's going to turn into like a thin layer of almost like glass on top of the paint is kind of what I read is like what it's doing. And so that's what will happen. If you get like a smear or like a spot of it on there, it's going to be like a hard spot of glass that you're going to have to get off. So you don't want that. So make sure you have plenty of these cloths. What I'm going to do too is I'm going to kind of have my initial wipe cloth where I'm going to get all the big stuff. And then I'm going to have like a final one that I go over afterward just to make sure I have everything. All right. So other thing is you're probably going to want to wear some gloves because you don't really want to get the stuff on your hands because it's chemicals, it turns to glass, not a good thing. All right, we're gloved up, let's get into it. So we're going to take our applicator pad and our ceramic coating here. We're going to take the lid off, obviously. And so basically you can see it kind of has like almost like not a dropper, but like a really limited flow, and that's what you want. Because basically we're just going to do one line the best we can across our applicator, and that's pretty much all we need to start with here. So cap that back up. It's got quite a smell too, so you kind of want to be in somewhere ventilated. That's why we have the garage doors and stuff open, not only light but ventilation too. So you're gonna take it and you're not gonna do swirling like sometimes you would with wax or anything like that. You're gonna just kind of do a nice smooth coat and you're gonna do a back and forth, and what we're gonna do is basically like a cross-hatched section. So that way we just make sure we have it nice and evenly coated. And this stuff actually goes farther than you would think it would go. So all right, so we're gonna start there. And then we're just gonna do our crosshatch. So we're gonna go up and down now. So now you got it applicated. So now you kind of let it breathe for not too long. You don't really want to let it sit on here for minutes or anything. So you want to do like kind of small sections. So that way you have time to, you know, take your thing, set your stuff down. Grab your rag and just start wiping it off. And again, you don't want to go like crazy with it or anything like that. Oh, let's get the fuzz off of it first. You don't need to go crazy with it or anything. Just a nice smooth wipe to kind of get it off, get all the excess off. It'll come off nice and smooth as long as you don't wait too long. And basically, and really, other than just wanting to make sure you do it good enough to where you don't leave anything behind, I find that this is actually easier to apply than wax because it's just so smooth when it comes off. At least this particular stuff that I'm working with is. I haven't used a lot of different ones. I've heard some of them are harder. There you go. That's pretty much how you do it. We're gonna, obviously, I'm gonna go do the whole car. And I won't bore you with doing the whole thing because if you get the point, you get the point. So I'm gonna do the whole car just the same way. We're gonna do cross hatch pattern. We're gonna go one way, we're gonna go the other way, and then we're gonna wipe it off. And we'll do the whole car, and then after that, we have that other spray we're gonna toss over the top of it. I think it helps like kind of cure it. Ceramic coat is applied. We got it all over the whole car. You know, did that whole double rag technique like I was telling you about when I was wiping it off. And the other thing too, just when you're doing it, one good tip is use the lights around you to try to make sure that you got all of the coating off, because it'll leave like a dull haziness to it, kind of like when you're waxing a car too. And so you can see it at an angle. Just make sure you get that off as soon as you can, so that way it'll come off, because otherwise it'll get really stuck on there, and you might have to actually buff it to get it back off. But we're all good for now. So now basically we have to let it sit for like cure, I guess, for about 60 minutes or so, and then we do the next coat on it, which is like this reload spray that came with this kit. Some kits don't come with it, but ours did, so we got about an hour to wait, and then we're gonna go ahead and get that on here too. All right, we gave it an hour. It should be nice and set by now. What we're gonna do, we're gonna take our old stuff we use in the ceramic coat, throw it all away, because we don't want any of that stuff hardening and scratching or any of that kind of stuff. So we got our little thing of reload spray. We're gonna give it a shake. New cloth. Shake all the stuff out of it. And pretty much just like as if you were doing detail spray, just give it a nice light couple of sprays. And we're just gonna rub it off. And we do the whole car. Alright, so since we got this thing all cleaned up and all shiny, we're gonna cruise into this Cars and Coffee event and kind of check it out. Looks like it's all done. We got it polished back out. We got the ceramic coat on it. It's working good. We got the brakes good. We got no more fluid leaks. And it's all good to go back to its home down in San Diego. So Remember to like, subscribe, all that kind of good stuff. We got more stuff coming for you, and make sure you don't miss it. So yeah, subscribe so that way you can see everything. We might be going in a little bit different car direction. I mean, we might have a Ford coming back on the channel next, so stay tuned for that. Have a good one.